For more on the Supreme Court's being joined on the news by counsel to Governor Abdullahi Sule, Dr. Mubarak, a legal practitioner, and also joining us is the chieftain of the APC aide to former Deputy President of the Senate, Ifeduku. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. I'll begin with you, Dr. Adekunle. You win some, you lose some. That's the APC's reaction to the Supreme Court judgment today. The APC won in all the petitions decided except Delta. Okay, this question is actually for you, Mr. Aduku. So what now is the next step for Senator Oborevwori?
Okay, thank you for having me. After the judgment of the Supreme Court, His Excellency released a statement congratulating his brother, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, elected the governor of Delta State. That is in the spirit of sportsmanship. He also thought that it was a responsible thing to do because, as indicated in your report, in situations like this, you have celebrating and so persons who are not happy, angry. In that situation, it's only proper for the leader to stand out immediately and make his position known so that frayed nerves can also be calmed. And that is done. The Supreme Court is supreme in all ramifications. His decisions are fair and unquestionable.
Absolutely. And
to that extent, if you disagree, which is your right to do with a pronouncement of the Supreme Court, yes, in disagreement, it has to be acted.
All right, let's bring
and so
in...
why...
I think Mr. Duku, let's quickly get reaction from Nasarawa State. Dr. Adekunle, let me congratulate you on your governor's victory. But then it does appear that some people are happy about it. We've heard about violent protests with people injured. How is the governor reacting to it?
Good evening to you and good evening to all Nigerians. Like the governor of Nasarawa State said earlier today, that in situations like this, you don't expect everybody to be happy. But now, the Supreme Court, which is the final court on land, has delivered its decision, which is binding on all angles. I heard that a lot of people are also demonstrating. The governor himself has appealed and has called the leaders of the opposition party to come and join hands with him to move Nasarawa State forward. The state has a long way to go. So this is what I believe should be counsel among the members of the People's Democratic Party in our state. The decision of the Supreme Court is final. Appeal only lies to the Holy God. Honorable Justice Okuta has said it in one of the decisions that we are not final because we are infallible. We are infallible because we are final. There is nowhere they can go in, and I advise them not to take laws into their hands. Nasarawa State is a very good state. So they should not, because of the decision of the Supreme Court, today now turn the state into a state of anarchy. The appellant, David Ombuga, who contested as the governorship candidate of PDP, also contested and lost in 2019. This is not his first time of losing elections, so he should not allow this one. And I know him very well, a gentleman. So I believe he will appeal to all and sundry in Nasarawa State to come together, to come and join hands with Governor Abdullahi Sule in order to move Nasarawa State forward.
Right, I'm talking about joining hands. Let me come to you, Mr. Duku. You know, Delta State needs all hands to be on deck to ensure that all resources of the state and every resource you can think of are well maximized for the development of the state. But how is your party, the APC, working to provide a formidable opposition in the oil-rich state?
The APC, as it is today in Delta State, is the dominant opposition party in the state. And we do not have any doubt the present leadership of the party has all it takes to check the ruling party in the state. So it's a system where you must collaborate or participate in the government. But that is left for the party to decide. I'm not going to preempt the party. What is important for us is that the judicial process has taken place. People are satisfied that this process was not abandoned any step of the way. They believe that we had a good case and pursued it to a logical conclusion. The outcome has been released by the Supreme Court. We abide the decision, though we do not, I say this with all responsibility, that we do not think that the justice of the case was actually pronounced upon. However, that is not an issue now because, as we said, the finality of decisions of the Supreme Court cannot be questioned. So, in terms of participating in the government of Governor Sheriff Oborevwori, I am not competent to make a pronouncement on that. But what I can tell you is that APC in Delta State, we provide a virile opposition that will ensure that Deltas are not shortchanged in the democratic space. So that should not be in doubt at all. But for now, Senator Vioma Agege appeals to our people to become law-abiding and understand that what is most important is the development of the state. It has never been a personal issue. Right. There has never been any personal issue between Governor Sheriff Oborevwori and Senator Vioma Agege. So the senator appeals to our people that should abide by the code of conduct that will ensure that there is peace in the state. That is all that I have to say.
All right, Chieftain of the APC, Efeduku, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 10.
Thank you for having me.
And finally, to you, Dr. Adekelekun, what is Governor Abdullahi Sule doing about insecurity in Nasarawa State, which is at an alarming rate?
It's a celebratory mood of members.
Thank you. Just like every other state, especially in northern Nigeria, Abuja, of recent, we have had that there are a lot of kidnappings going around. I am very sure that the governor of Nasarawa is a people-loving person. And from time to time, he has always been summoning security meetings of all the heads of the security agencies in order to ensure that this insecurity is they are minimized to the barest minimum. So I believe that the governor, as the chief executive, as the chief security officer of the state, is doing his best in order to ensure that security situation is dealt with. It is not only in Nasarawa, it is in Benue, we have in Kaduna, we are in Abuja. So it is not only a matter that is limited to Nasarawa State as it is. Thank you so much.
Council to Governor Abdullahi Sule, Mubarak Adekelekun, thank you very much for talking to us on TVC News at 10. When the